Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in the last video, you recall we were we did the unboxing on the cheap Amazon light bar set, and today we're going to be installing it on my 2018 Nissan Titan. So this truck has a 6-inch lift on 18s, 35-inch tires, and that's about it. Got some other cool stuff like solar, which will allow us to run this light a little bit better, but for now we're just going to be installing these lights. So for more details on how much power they use and all that stuff, look at the previous video because I go over all that. But I got all the mounting brackets. Like this one has these brackets like this, and I put these brackets. They can go on either the outside of the light or the inside, and I'm putting them on the inside to try to just give it a little bit of a cleaner install, make it a little bit more difficult, but should make it look a little bit cleaner without brackets hanging out. Okay, so for the front light bar, you can see this is the bendy one, and these can bend in any direction. You could go the opposite way as well. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. So there's different applications you can use something like this for, but it's nice that they're all connected and the mounts are on the opposite sides. So this one's gonna go just about like this, and my goal is to put it probably as high on the bumper as I can without interfering with the curvature. And luckily the bumper is hollow, so I can get to the other side to mount the other sides of the bolts. I'm going to be drilling directly into the stock bumper. I'm not worried about the stock bumper. And the other thing is the lights will protrude slightly because of the mounting bracket, so they're going to be essentially the highest point in the car, the frontmost point in the car, which is good for lighting, but maybe if I hit something as bad, I guess I don't see what difference it makes. But just something to note. Okay, we are back. It is a couple days later. It was super windy the last few days, so I wasn't really able to film the remaining installs that I did, but these were pretty simple. So let me just show you what I did here. I have these side ones. You can see they're mounted pretty much off to the side. Nothing's wired yet, things are just mounted. So how I installed these was, you can see it's just one bolt that goes through the tube, and I tried to go to the exterior of the tube so I can fit in there, but I went a little bit too far in. So on one of the sides, or on two of the sides, my daughter actually had to help me because she has a little hand that she can fit in there and tighten the screws, and she did that for me. So in any event, they're there. So there's two here. Then we got the complete front light bar. And again, nothing's wired. The wires are just dangling. But that's how it looks. You can see it kind of comes out. But you know, the car is really high off the ground, so it's not really like an issue. It's not going to hit anything. And there's the other side, same deal. Then of course the rear one, and this again is just that back light bar. And the way I mounted this one was well, you can see there, I just went to the bottom of the bumper and drilled little holes. I was gonna have it like directly on the back, but then my wife luckily informed me that if it were too far out, people would use it as a step instead of this step, so I had to make sure it was in far enough where you couldn't try to use that as a step, because the truck is pretty high. So I think this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with all my installs. Surprised they came out as well as they did. So let's get to the wiring. We got all the light bars up, so we just need to wire them. So this is the switch box I'm going to use. I got this on Amazon. Can't remember the price exactly. I'll put it on the screen. But this was the highest rated one, and the way this one works is there's two. First of all, there's six switches, and they're separated by banks of 3, and they're controlled by 40 amp fuses on each side. So you can hook up quite a lot. I bought a Winjet Fog Light Kit for this truck, and I was going to make a video on it, but the housings that it came with, they all fell out. I installed them, and after one fell out, I made sure the other one was really secure, and then that one fell out too. So I don't know if it's because my truck's lifted and maybe there's a little bit more wind that comes through it. I don't know the excuse, but both of their housing things came out. So I just rocked the fog light without it. And the reason why I didn't use the wiring harness is because this truck was pre-wired for fog lights, which I guess many of them are. So if you want to put fog lights in a truck like this, all you need to do is put the actual lights in, and there's connectors to connect them already, and then you just need to put your switch in, and that's what this is here. This is my fog light switch. It should go up here on one of these switches, but I haven't done it yet. The fog lights are always on anyway, so I just kind of tuck them under there. It's super easy to put them in. All you need to do is just hook up the wires and then put your switch in. Everything's pre-wired. You just need to pull the wires out and hook everything up. Super cool. Okay, and we are back to check out the wiring. This is what I ended up with, and basically I have the wires just here because I'm not sure exactly where I want to mount it, so it really hasn't been in the way that much. But I'm just not sure exactly where I want to put it. So therefore it's just kind of chilled here until I figure that out. I did one quadrant of the truck on each button. So front, back, side to side. Obviously the earlier portion of this video I made a long time ago. So I've had these installed on the truck for, the better part of a year. So what you see here, you're going to see the performance with them having been outside in the rain for a while. So I think they've actually lasted okay. So certainly this side over here, it never would work. I don't know the reason for that. It's got something to do with I don't know, I guess it just sucks, but it didn't work from the beginning. I probably could have returned it or got it replaced, but it just haven't done that yet. And it's whatever. So at some point I'll come up with a different solution because I'm happy with them, but this isn't working. Plus, I don't know. Let's just take a look. That is obviously the front one, and then that's the right one you're seeing off to the side. And to compare with just the normal headlights, that's what I get, and that's with both. So you can see it's highly directional, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I don't know. I do want something that's a little bit better performing, but for now I'm pretty happy with them, especially for the price. So here is the rear, and this one actually I'm pretty happy with. So I think this style of light bar is probably best in just a single light bar. I think the side ones are what kill it because those seem to be, I don't know, just less impressive. So this is actually pretty awesome. I've used this camping and such, and it actually provides lots of illumination. It is again highly directional, but it does provide a lot of light. And what I've always done, if I needed to, is I just angle it a little bit more down or up depending on what I need. But it's been actually pretty nice, and you can see it's been out in the rain and it's still performing. No real signs of water in it or anything. Then last but not least, the sides. So let me just show a comparison. That's with it on. See all that light? So you can see the amount of light that it's providing is actually pretty significant. So it's a lot of light. You can just see in general it's pretty dark around here, and I'll just turn on these lights and we'll see how much light we have around. So this is what we're left with. Quite a bit of light if you consider what it's getting everywhere. So there you go. I mean, besides this part not working, and it is wired correctly, it's not a wiring issue, it's the light. But anyway, besides that, which didn't work from the beginning, it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I mean, I've had it on for, like I said, the better part of a year, and it's just performed really well. So that's gonna be it for now. I'll put a link to this in the description because I am pretty happy with it. In general, just of course test yours when you get it, and if you do have a problem, just return it or whatever. There you go. Peace.